And now we come to part 3 of this video. All these scale shapes are the same scale over one chord, but we can regard each note where I started from, building up that scale shape, as a new root. And then those intervals change and we get 7 different scales. Now I play all these 7 scale shapes from the same note as a starting point, from the note A. Then it's gonna be much easier for you to hear the difference, to understand that we actually get new scales. And those scale shapes are the key to visualize them on the guitar fretboard. I'm now gonna reduce those scale shapes to the first octave because we only need one octave to visualize. Basic tetrets are made of the root, the 3rd, the 5th and the 7th note of diatonic scales. And if I do this with the melodic minor scale, we get the chord A minor major 7th. Melodic minor is the root mode of the melodic minor system. Let us get now to the second mode, and that is called Dorian flat 9. Flat 9 stands for the minor second, means it's like the Dorian scale with a minor second. Third mode of the melodic minor scale is called Lydian sharp 5, and the name says it, like Lydian with a raised 5th, with an augmented 5th. And the basic tetrat now is an A major 7th sharp 5. Sounds like this. You have to get used to this. And now the scale. Fourth mode is called Mixo sharp 11. Simply means it's Mixolydian with an augmented 4th. It's sometimes also called Lydian dominant because it's like Lydian with a minor 7th. I call it Mixo sharp 11. The basic tetrat is simply an A dominant 7th. The fifth mode is called Mixo flat 13. Just means Mixolydian with a minor 6. The 13th stands for the 6. The root chord is again an A dominant 7. Mode number 6 is called Locrian 9 because it's like Locrian with a major second instead of a minor second. The basic tetrat is, like in the Ionian system, an A minor 7, flat 5. Here it comes. The last mode now, mode number 7, is called the altered scale, or also super Locrian. Super Locrian because it's like Locrian, but there's one more note altered down. It's the perfect fourth. It's altered down 1 halftone step. And there's an issue when doing this. That way it becomes a major third. There's a rule. A major third is always a major third. The fourth is not a fourth anymore. The formerly minor third then becomes an augmented second, because this also is not allowed to be in existence besides a major third. Looking at the chord notes 1, 3, 5, 7, the third note is now the augmented second. We actually can build a minor 7th flat 5 out of this scale. On the one hand, in jazz, there are not so many scales needed to cover that kind of chord, but jazzers can't get enough of dominant scales. And this is what it becomes. The altered scale is a dominant scale. We take the root, the major third, and the minor 7th. And we can get rid also of that 5th in thinking, because the most important notes of a dominant 7 chord is the major third and the minor 7th, and that we have. And the 5th is not so important. So we can play this altered scale, this super Locrian scale, over a dominant 7 chord, and it's a very often used scale in jazz because it's pretty dissonant, and the more dissonance you have on the 5th chord, the greater the tension when there's a relief to the root chord. Let me play this scale over an altered dominant 7 chord. This is the sound that scale actually needs. This is the Melodic Minor system, all 7 modes, a whole new world, different sounds to explore. I hope you found this interesting and I could give you good information and make things much clearer for you. If you liked this video and want to support my channel, please, if you not already have, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and maybe also leave a comment. Everything of doing this or simply watching my videos helps this channel a lot. I'm looking very forward to see you next time.